Alright, we're going to be watching ThatGuy69, who's playing Tank on King's Row. This is Diamond 5, I think it's on PC. And they're going to be playing Rhine and Diva, and then a little bit of Rammatra. So, Diamond 5, Rammatra, Rhine Diva needs help countering Bastion and Zen. I made a VOD request about a month ago when I was gold, so I'm back this time being a Diamond game. I win about 50% of my games, but when my pants go Bastion Zen, I don't know how to play the game. I played very bad here in this Kings Row game because I didn't know how to work around their comp. We were doing very well in attack, but things quickly went downhill. Therefore, we lost 3-4. Enemy tank also said MTD in chat. Is it true or not? I've seen the whole replay already. I think that you play very poorly on tank after the first 2 points on attack, and you get completely rolled on... I'd say you don't do very much on offense on third point. You get rolled on defense, and then you don't do very much in defense again for the final point. As to whether or not it's MTD, who cares? It doesn't matter, right? I mean, we're going to focus on things that you can get better at. I'm not going to do like a full review. I mean, there's a lot of like little mechanics that you're doing wrong, but just in the interest of time, I'm probably going to mostly focus on overall issues and in particular anything around the Bastion Zen that are giving you trouble. So we're going to watch right here. The beginning actually goes okay. The Ryan's going to make a mistake and he's going to step out of the way. I think he's going to, sorry. Over here, he makes a mistake, he's going to die. Great. And then you end up pushing through, getting first point, no problem. And then we skip through, right? Everything's going well. Like I said, first 2 points, are there things you could have done better? Absolutely, but we're not going to focus on it because it's functionally not relevant to your question around Bastion and Zen. They're clearly not going to be able to stabilize at all. You're going to push all the way through the second point. They've made a lot more mistakes, and now we are on final point. You have 4 minutes and 20 seconds. You are rolling here. They have, however, held... window and mailty here, so your perspective should be okay. Like, you're probably gonna lose one, right? Like, it's extraordinarily unlikely you're gonna ever push all the way to the end. It's okay to lose some fights and then just, you know, have them pop ultimates and then save all the ultimates and just win a team fight and game is over. You're gonna play close here in the door, which is the right call. Charging out is a huge mistake. There's no reason to do this. Okay, looking at this from above, like, you are charging into what, 4 or 5 people here? I don't know where the 5th person is. Yeah, 5 people right here with your team still way back and you're on it like out of LOS. This is a mistake. You should not be doing this. Right? Just chill. It's fine. Alright, Trance gets popped. Fine, just chill. And a big part of why you're going to end up getting messed up here on the final point is you have no patience. You have no sense of timing for understanding when you should go or not go. So right now, again, just play the corner. They have trance right now. Like, why are you aggressing in? They have trance. Like, literally no one can die right now. Unless you can do over 300 damage a second, no one is going to die right now. So just chill. Just play the corner, right? Just play the corner and just stay alive. Instead, you decide to walk in, right? You block the rock, but then you've already taken some damage out of this. Right, tiny block where you start at 400 health. And as a general rule, right, I tell this to all Reinhardts, is as a general rule, if you don't have armor, do not push. Okay, you're already almost out of armor. You should not have been pushing already. They pop window. You should have shielded right away and gotten around the corner. Instead, you try to aggress into the window, which is a giant mistake, and then they just shred your shield / kill you. There's no real excuse for this, right? Like, they had trance pop. Like, why are you trying to attack? Just chill, right? Just chill here. You have all 5 people, right? You're good, and you win the fight. Like, your team has position. You know, you're definitely could have won this. Alright, you're coming back again. You decided to switch Diva, which I think is a huge mistake. Based on, I would say not necessarily that Diva is generally a big mistake playing its team. I think you personally playing Diva is a mistake. Based on your Diva play, I'm going to guess that you are maybe like a Rhine main. Like, Rhine's got to be probably one of your most played heroes, and maybe Rammatra. Your Diva looks like a huge step down in terms of skill. Okay? So, if your chance of Rhine, like your chance of winning this point is, let's say, 40% per push, right, because the defender's advantage, your chance of winning this per push as Diva is like literally half that, like 20%-ish. Like, you really don't look like you know what you're doing with Diva. For example, right now, you should not be shooting. If you think that Diva does any damage from this range, you are sorely mistaken. You need to get up to here before you start shooting them. Right, now you blew through a bunch of Matrix, you hear something above, okay, the Sigma's like way out of position for some reason. Wait, how did this even happen? Were they playing above you? Oh, yeah, they're playing above you. Did you not notice? Yeah, you should have, I guess you wouldn't hear footsteps, but as soon as you heard rock, you should have flew up immediately, bumped him off, and then killed him, right? Even with grass just get behind him, he's dead. So that's a missed opportunity right here. You hear the Baptiste to the left, right? And you can understand, if you hear the Baptiste to the left, their only option is that he's either here or he's up top. And it's extremely unlikely a Baptiste is going to be here, so he's got to be up top. You could have just flown in here and killed the Baptiste right now, easily. One-on-one, no problem. There's no way Baptiste, even with Lamp and Regen Burst, can beat you. You go up, you're fighting the Sigma. You missed the opportunity to kill the Baptiste. All right, you missed the opportunity to eat this, even though you're already matrixing. You missed the opportunity to eat the blizzard, right? This is what I'm telling you: is like you don't look like a diamond diva player, right? You look like a low plat diva player, maybe, because this you already had matrix up. Like I understand, like just not reacting to it, but you already were holding matrix at this moment in time, right? You're already holding it. Just wiggle, right? Just wiggle right here. Eat the blizzard, no problem. I don't think flying up here is a good call. You should have flown in here, gotten the mega, and come back. So you get low. You're shooting up here. You understand, hey, I'm discorded. I have to chill, okay? Discord means slow down, all right? Unless you can go, generally you're seeing with Zen is either you go super fast or you go slow, okay? And when I say go slow, it doesn't mean literally don't fight at all, because you have to fight. Like, if anyone's going to get discorded, it might as well be you, right? Because if your teammates get discorded, they can get one shot while you have no chance of getting one shot. But you can't be like running into the Zen or trying to poke right now when you're discorded with half health. This is a mistake. Okay, Blizzard will just pop, your team is zoned out, just chill. Literally just step back away from the edge. They have no one who can get you off this. Okay? Just stand over here, your auto will re-heal you, and then you go back and you can start fighting the Zen or whomever you want. Right? You do not want to be fighting right now. You lose the auto, fine, reset. Okay? Or even you can even sit here if you really want to, but losing mech here, big mistake. Trying to stay alive here, even bigger mistake. Right? Like this whole thing is silly. Great, you killed the Baptiste, but like, are you going to get this push? Remember, they have short spawn. They have super short spawn, while you have the longer spawn here. So getting kills here, trading is bad. Trading is really bad because the Baptiste is going to be back anyway for anything impactful. Also, you should have been aiming for Bastion's headshot box. So you come back as Diva with mech, great. Okay, once again, you hold Matrix for no reason, right? Again, like very clear, like you do not look like a Diva player. Like why are you holding Matrix straight out? You don't know that anyone is looking at you. You're not discorded, right? There's no reason to believe you're going to get pre-fired here. You should have Matrixed that volley from the Zen. You shoot the, for the record, if you're shooting a Sigma right now from this distance, you're only going to do about 40 damage a second, 40, 50 damage a second. That's nothing. Nothing. You stand here, you're going to do 140 damage a second to the Sigma. Okay? You pop missiles, you're going to do 215 damage a second to the Sigma. This is why with Diva, like don't use her cannons at medium to long range. Like it's literally not going to do any, like you see, the Sigma's not taking any damage right now from you. So you dive in here, again, is this the right time for your team, for you to go? Bastion's here, Mercy's here, Anna's here, right? Soldier's here. Okay, you're here, fine. All right, so conceivably doable. Do you have Matrix? You do have Matrix. Okay, you can get rocked here, fine, no problem. So I would say in general, don't be going for the tank. I know the tank looks lowish, but there's two supports here. Unlikely that he's going to get demacked. I think it makes more sense to actually go after, for example, the Bastion here or the Zen, right? Especially because there's no Baptiste here. But actually, there's only one support. I guess conceivably the Sigma could have died here. So it's actually not a terrible call. You should not step this far forward in front of shield, right? You just need to chill, get health. Forced wall, great, right? Forced Bastion, again with the trance. Like trance is up. Like why? You could see trance on your screen. Like why are you pushing? Don't push with trance. Just like let it run out. Like why do you keep trying to push through trance? Like I don't think you realize how much healing trance does. And you lose mech here. As soon as you lose mech, you've lost this fight. Like this is 100% on you. All you had to do was literally go here, take your hands off the keyboard and the mouse, and you're good. I swear to God, if you just did that, you were good to go, right? Wait trance out, repush, you're good, right? The May's dead. You have 5 and 4 advantage. Your soldiers pop visor, like you're good. You're just trying to push at all the wrong times, okay? In particular, not respecting trance as an ultimate. You pop mech in the middle of the lane. Okay, dive. Kill this. How do you not see the Zen? The Zen, there's no way the Zen could have walked out this way, right? The only place you can see him right here. At this point, there's no way the Zen could have gotten around the corner, so you had to realize he's in the mini room. Kill the Zen. Excellent. You should get healed, right? Stop the door. They're not here, right? You hear them going right side. Rotate the right side. Boost. Good call. Attack. I do not pop ultimate right now. So in general, try to keep your life, right? Keep your mech. Don't pop ultimate unless use your ultimate as a second life. Generally don't use ultimates to get kills. It typically does not work out very well, especially as you climb into higher ranks. But having a 600 health mech at point blank blowing you up is much more effective, right? Like you can definitely kill the Hanzo here. At a minimum, you could have killed the Hanzo here without using bomb. See, like. Right now, you could kill Hanzo, you could kill the Baptiste, right? You should have at minimum at least shot the lamp in time. Yeah, you shoot the lamp. Okay? And now you try to re-mech in the middle of the lane because you're super greedy and you always want to get kills with mech, which again at higher ranks almost never happens. You should not expect like the mech resummon to actually kill anybody. That's frankly not what it's for. Like everyone knows about it. it's only used to prevent them from stalling you forever. There's no realistic way to consistently kill people with mech resummon. Just play your whole life, force them to kill you from 100 to 0, pop bomb, right? Drop down, let bomb go off, resummon mech, go right back up. And you're consistently going to stop 3 people from coming out this door. Okay? That's way higher value than this like shenanigans that you're trying to pull here with trying to kill them with the summon mech and try to kill them with the bomb. You're going to come here. This is a waste of missiles. I mean, maybe you thought the ball was going to go in. I still think it's pretty clear the ball is going to get away, but it's not the worst. You see the Bastion right now. You go for the Bastion. You don't have missiles right now, which is a huge problem. With missiles, you would have killed. You're gonna kill him anyway. It's kind of lucky the Baptiste doesn't save there. You go in for the Hanzo. So I'd say you're in pretty deep now. I think this is okay though, right? The problem is I don't want to go around this corner. I probably would have played right here or right here to make sure my supports could constantly keep healing me. Going around the corner to the left allows them to get more damage on you. Now is a critical moment for you to be dealing damage. Right? I would kill for the Zen first, and then the Baptiste, okay? You do not want to be shooting the ball right now. The ball is not your problem. Just kill the Zen. The Zens are on top of you. Oh, man. All right. Trance gets popped. As soon as Trance gets popped, I leave, right? I fly over here, right? Get behind, Matrix, just wait the Trance out. You consistently respond incorrectly to Trance, like over and over and over again. You're going to lose mech, which is awful for you. Okay, we still have 2 minutes, right? You still have basically 3-4 pushes to do this. Your team is staggered. Okay, you reset. Good. Here you come again. So aim is clearly an issue now. Like, this is not the kind of aim you want to see if you're trying to get into high diamond, right? Look at the Lucio. Not on target, not on target, not on target, not on target. Still not on target. Still not on target. Oh, finally on target once he slams into the wall. Right? Still not. Again, this Lucio is just sitting in your face, farming you for ult charge. Is no good. It's going to be a problem for you as time goes on. And because you step forward to the edge, so this is the thing, like if I'm fighting the Lucio, I don't want to step to the edge, because then all these people in the back can shoot me. If I'm fighting Lucio, just step back, right? And then you can shoot the Lucio, finish the 1v1, force him back or kill him, and then go and do whatever you want to do low ground. Because you step forward, you get super melted here. Right? Like this Lucio is basically single-handedly preventing you from doing your job. Again, you try to go for a cheeky bomb kill. You do manage to kill the Bastion here, which is still, quite frankly, lucky. You kill the Baptiste here, which is good. Great. So this should be an easy win from here, right? You want to turn and be like, okay, what's still here? You want to blow up the ball on the way in. Ball's purple. Yep. Ball's dead. Great. Go for the Bastion. Yep. Great. And cap. Defend objective unspecified. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Okay, so we're gonna come out. You're gonna open as Diva. Oh wait, let's go back and see the. Or you open as Rein. So with Rein, right? You want to be playing up initially to figure out like, hey, like what is their lineup, right? Throw a Fire Strike, whatever. As soon as I realize there's a Sigma, you want to play here. You don't want to play here, because let's just think about this for a second. If you're playing here, and they have a Sigma, and they attack your shield, what are you gonna do about it? Right? Like this is like such a basic aspect of playing against Sigma as Rein that I feel like I see people doing wrong over and over again. Why would I stand at a range where the enemy tank can attack me, but I cannot attack the enemy tank? Like it's like such a basic thing, but it's a huge part of the matchup. Because if you just stand here, the Sigma's just gonna shoot your shield until it breaks and then you die. If you stand here, whenever the Sigma tries to attack you, he has to step into the choke, and you can at least get one swing in and then come back. So it's a big mistake to be playing on point right now. You decide to step forward now, which is good. You should have blocked that. You get shredded, right? Sigma has shielded you off. And then you get caught in the open, and then you're going to die. So I would say problem number one, you let them through the choke, okay? Again, you should be up here contesting at the choke. Problem number two is, hey, now you start going. All right, fine. You see/hear the Bastion going tank form, and as soon as you recognize tank form is activated, you do not want to be away from cover. Like you hear the configuration, but that's fine. Like you're still good. Just shield and walk behind the statue. Okay, get to the right of the statue, right? Chill. But the problem is you walk away from the statue instead of just staying here. I mean, frankly, your options are kind of limited right now, but I think walking away from the statue allows the Bastion to come into you even sooner, which is going to get you killed. But again, I think the central biggest problem here was playing up in the choke. Problem number two was overextending right here when the Bastion was going into tank form. You can go Diva right now, and I think the Diva play is going to look ugly. So you're going to go in, right? Contestable, you go for the Bastion. You're discorded right now, which means you're taking a ton of bonus damage. Like, you got to hurry up and kill that Bastion. Like, these things are not going to get better for you the longer this fight goes on. They have short spawn, you have long spawn, okay? Just engage aggressively, bump the Bastion out of cover, right? So you can fly this way, bump him out of cover, use the telephone booth as cover, and then kill the Bastion. Problem solved. Alright? You're a little slow to do this. You still can't kill the Bastion. And this is like just come down to mechanics. Alright? Again, Diva does 140 damage a second with guns alone, and an extra 75 damage a second with missiles. So there is no way for any support to out-heal that if you're popping everything on the target. Okay? Just either, if you really want to chill, like go back here, get healing, but you have to kill this Bastion before the next tank form and before his team responds. Right? Just go into him. Just commit, right? Just commit and kill him. You fly past him instead of just committing and killing him. Watch right here. You see how he gets down to 30 health? This is an easy kill for you. Like literally shooting for a quarter of a second would have killed him. And then now he gets tank form, and now you're gonna jump around and die. So, not so good, right? I don't feel like you're confident knowing, understanding like how to get kills quickly as Diva. And unfortunately, if you can't do this Diva, you're not gonna climb. Diva is so kill reliant, and in my personal opinion, quite aim reliant. I think you really have to aim because you're very small windows as Diva to get kills. So for the record, with Bastion ultis, strikes come out of the sky. So if we look here, so they're going to come out of the sky and then slam down. So if you are Diva here, you can either just hold Matrix straight like this, which will absorb them, or look up and absorb. Either way works. But there's not a lot you could do there. I mean, it's unlikely you would have gone to that spot. So you're playing up here really aggressively, but you know that you're down 1 right now. I do not want to be playing this corner. You need to go back. Right? Also, Diva versus Sigma as a head-on match is really bad for you because Sigma has shield and grasp and a longer ranged attack, and it does more damage than you at longer range. So you cannot take this fight. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I think Diva is a really bad choice here as well. As Diva, you'd have to be playing like over here, for example, or diving with your team, or controlling the off angle, or coming this way. You cannot brawl as Diva against Sigma. It's just not going to work. Sigma has way too much sustain for you to be able to do this. You're going to lose Mac, the fight's over. And again, I know I'm like kind of beating a dead horse here, but like everything you're doing as Diva tells me that you don't know how to play Diva. Right? Certainly not against the Sigma lineup. Because I don't think it's the Bastion that's causing you trouble, right? The Sigma himself is like basically preventing you from getting any value right now. Trance is popped. As soon as Trance is popped, just leave. Just leave, right? No need. Don't want to feed them ult charge. Right? Don't want to get demeched. Right? Purple gets popped. Great. Tank mode, you saw tank mode get popped right there as you were walking away, so you should have turned and then Matrix the beginning of tank mode. The first 2 seconds of tank mode are the most dangerous where people need time to get the cover. You should have Matrixed right now, the Bastion, and then gotten to cover yourself. So right here, you very possibly could kill your Mercy, you could have killed your Bastion. Luckily it doesn't. You boop the Sigma into the Mega. Get rocked. Mercy nanos you, which I think was probably a bad call. I mean, I would say in general, not necessarily a bad call, but I think in this particular situation, with how weak you are at Diva, I don't think that you're able to carry this. Yeah, see, like, you didn't get a single kill. You're not even close to getting a single kill here. Right, you get Nano, you pop the Baptiste down, you pop missiles, but you miss most of missiles. You still can't hit the Baptiste, right? He happens to die to Bastion ulti. Like, you didn't do anything with that Nano that you couldn't have done without Nano. Right, you go. I would be careful about this angle because you don't have any healing. Your Zen pick gets a pick. Great. I think you need to back off right now. You get eat another rock. Oh man, you nearly lost mech. So you get so low here that your Ana panic nades you. This is really bad. You never want your Ana to nade you. Ever. Right? If Ana's nading you, I would say 80% plus of the time you're going to lose the game. You do not want your Ana to nade you. You want your Ana to nade the opposing team. So if you get low enough that you scare your Ana into thinking, I must nade him, right, in order to prevent them from dying, you have made a mistake. Okay? You just take too much chip damage here. Just chill. Like, this damage is not doing anything meaningful. You've already taken 300 damage here. Do you know how much you've done? Like, 70 maybe? Like, you're trading out at like a 1-to-4 ratio, which is super bad. All right, you get shredded again. So, like, to talk about this a different way, okay? My perspective should be, look, I can't trade out with the Zen. I'm not going to do anything right now. Just set up, right? If you want to set up right here, frankly, I would just give them the space all the way to here. because I can't do anything in this area as D.Va. This is all like medium to long range. I can't do anything. I want the Sigma to be right here, and I want his backline to be right here, and then I can do a lot. But in this current configuration, I just need to maintain my health, okay? Right, stand here, just shoot the Sigma, just chill, right? Just chill, stay out of line of sight, wait for them to start setting up, okay? And then I can start being aggressive. But now that you're back here, you're low, and they're able to take all the space as they walk forwards because you don't have health. Right? And you see your Ana's healing you instead of healing the Bastion. The Bastion gets super low, and the Bastion's going to die because of this. So the Bastion dies here because you eat up all his healing that should have been going to the Bastion. See, the Ana's trying to keep him alive at this point, but you take too much damage. You throw your own, like, you know, Dream Bomb that you hope for get a kill. Again, I do not think that is a consistent way to play the game at all. You knocked back T off the top, which I think is a good call. You shouldn't have popped missiles here. You should have waited for him to land, and then now popped missiles. Right, to try to get a kill if you really wanted to. You're walking through the window, which is allowing them to shred you, and then you're going to lose mech again. And that's it. Okay, so again, how could we have played this differently? You could have allowed them to step forward, right? Allow the Sigma to step forward. Keep them, think of yourself not at 0 health right now, but 650, right? Go up top, wait for the Sigma to come in, right? Then you poke at the Sigma, force the front line, or the back line to come closer to start doing something, and then start putting pressure on the back line. I still don't think D.Va is great in this situation against this particular lineup, but if you're going to do it, that's the way I would play it. I think right now you are adding very little value as tank here. And then you come out as ball and you're going to lose. Alright, so right here, we're going to be attacking. Yeah, it's funny because like a lot of these you're like, oh, it's like the Bastion is dead, another problem. Not really, right? You're just playing at the wrong ranges for the heroes that you have. As Rein, you're playing too far, and as D.Va, you're playing too far or way too aggressively, right? You're like getting burned down for nothing. So, for King's Row, as a general rule, don't try to take this right side. I mean, like, if someone's standing right here, you can, but in general, as the main tank, you probably just want to take this inside corner, right? Take this inside corner, step on point, force them to come onto point. Anyone who's on point is going to die, unless they're a tank, okay? Just come here, play the close angle. Playing long angles, not so good for you, right? Because, watch out here, so Soldier's gonna peek, Soldier's gonna get shredded. You see how everyone's aiming at the Soldier right now? So there's 4 or 5 people aiming at the Soldier as he peeks, okay? Where are you? Like, what are you doing here that's helping your team win? This Soldier's going to have 5 people shooting at him. Granted, he overextends, for sure, but you're not doing anything to help your team right now. Versus, if you were here, you force the Sigma back so he can't hit the Soldier, right? And the Bastion's forced to shoot you instead of the Soldier. That's the problem with playing right side of statue. You need to get more swings in when you get a chance. So, right here, you see the Bastion's not aiming at you. You got to be swinging for the fences, right? Just keep swing, right? Just keep swinging here. Right? Now Bastion's out of tank form. Great. Try to kill the Sigma. I would have tried to charge him right there as he starts grasping. Or just attacking. Like, I would have definitely tried to charge him right there. You have charge. It is available right here. Where's the Sigma going to go? All right? You charge here. Bring him this way. Fight's over. See? You're chilling over here because you're out of line of sight of your supports, especially since you have a Moira. Again, if you're playing inside corner, which is what I always advise for King's Row, you'd be doing a way better job, right? You'd have all this sustain healing. You get shredded again. Stop jumping. Jumping is a really bad habit. You play away from cover, and then you're going to get shredded. And this is one of the reasons why I say play inside corner, right? Play this spot right here. That way, you play here, Bastion goes tank form, great, just walk around the corner. If you play here, Bastion pops tank form, what do? You die, because you're way too far away from cover. And the exact same thing is going to happen on defense too, by the way. So, you lose out on offense, you can come as defense. You go as Rammatra for whatever reason, it's fine. I mean, I think Rammatra's okay here. It's not strictly a problem, but I feel like you're swapping things up because you don't really know what's working and what's not. The issue is not your hero, right? The issue is how you're playing the hero. So you pop Nemesis right now, which I think is okay. Actually, I want to back up a little bit. So in general, your Vortex usage is really poor. You never use Vortex to do anything constructive. So you're poking him out, which is fine. So the Sigma's going to go. I don't really want to cover for that long. I really want to maintain pressure at the choke. And I want to catch them in rotation, okay? Shields out, great. Right now, I want to throw Vortex, right? Ideally, if I had more ammo, right? I want to throw Vortex to kill these enemies while they're crossing the gap. That is the most dangerous moment for them, is crossing from here to here against your lineup, right? Because you, right, plus the Sim, plus the Ana, can definitely poke people out as they're crossing this space right here. But letting them get the statue right now is big problem, because now when you step here, you're fighting 4-on-1, 5-on-1, which your team cannot help you with. So now you've basically given them statue. This vortex is okay, but again, not particularly helpful, right? What does it really accomplish? Nothing. Like, it buys you 5 seconds maybe, as opposed to saving it for another more useful moment. For example, coming around the corner, popping vortex here, and just run down the Zen and kill him. You pop shield too early, way too early, right? Again, this tells me that I don't think you're Rammatra main either. I feel like, again, the best play that you've had so far is your Reinhardt by a long shot. Because this is a wasted shield right now, which is really unfortunate because you're not going to have the shield when you really need it. Symbols gets popped. You don't shoot enough of your staff out. You still have 40, 50 ammo on the staff. Staff does more damage than punching does, which a lot of people do not realize. So if you want to damage people, use the staff. It does more damage than punches do, as long as you are hitting shots. That vortex is useless. Even if it landed up there, she could have just stood in it. It only does 15 damage a second, so who cares? So window is up. So instead of using this opportunity, like, you have window right now, use this opportunity to get behind the wall and get behind cover, because the window is going to kill you if you stay out here. You don't respect the window, okay? You don't respect Bastion's upcoming tank form. Yep, he pops it, kills everybody in the point, and then you're going to die here. Like, what are you going to do at this point? Everything has gone wrong. Okay. So to re-summarize what your problems are, right? I would say number one is you do not read the situation well in terms of where I should go and when should I go. Okay, the where and when, which is complicated. Like, it's really, really difficult to figure that out. But for example, on last point, right, you're constantly trying to go as D.Va before your team is ready and fighting at angles, either on offense or defense, where like you're over here and like 4 enemies are shooting you, and your team is all the way back here, zoned by a Mei ulti or the Sigma or whatever it is. Okay, you either recognize, look, what's preventing my team from walking forwards? How can I help them? And on defense, how can I get value? Shooting people from here, not very valuable. Shooting someone here, great value, right? You kill people very, very, very quickly. So that's really, really important, okay? On first point, this issue manifests itself in the fact that you keep trying to improvise and play these like weird angles that are not going to help you at all. Remember when you're standing over here as Ryan and you had 300 health? Right? What are you accomplishing right now? You have 350 health standing out here. In what way are you helping your team take the point? Are you making any space? Not really, right? They're actually running away from your Moira, quite frankly. Like, you're not doing anything right now. But if you play the inside corner, you can put a ton of pressure here, and your perspective should just be get good fire strikes, farm shatter, use shatter, win game. Right? Sigma really struggles to block shatter because he has the delay after he releases shield. So just go up to him, force shield out, whack the shield, let shield break, and then shatter right away. There's nothing he can do to stop it. It's impossible for him to stop it. Right? It's a very, very consistent shatter timing that you can hit as long as you just farm shatter. But again, playing wide out here, like, you're not a ranged hero. Don't play at bad ranges. Anyway, so that's like the single biggest problem is like where and when to be pushing. The second problem is playing away from cover, which is super important against both Bastion and Zen. Okay, very, very important against Bastion and Zen is play somewhere I can quickly get the cover. Play like a DPS or support would. Don't be like, oh, I have like 600 health, I'm never going to die, and just play out in the open. Because then you get shredded out here, right? Right now, this is a mistake. You are out of position. Even if you started here, this is out of position. I would say even right here is out of position. This is the correct position for you to be in. This gets you to cover in like 1.5 seconds max. Okay? And you get shredded here, and then you die. Okay? Playing out here was even more suicidal. Out here, you're just going to get killed no matter what, right? Against a very, very high damage lineup, you just cannot survive here. So it's a general sloppiness with your corner positioning that I think is a problem, right? You always play really wide at the corners for no reason as close-range heroes like Reinhardt and D.Va. The last thing I would note is that your ultimates are just useless. D.Va bombs in particular were really, really bad, but like we didn't really see any shatters that were meaningful at all. You couldn't farm shatter in the time that you had to contest this point. We didn't see Rammatra annihilation, right? I think in general, not having tank ultimates that are changing the fight is going to cost you. All right, I'm going to stop there. Hopefully that's helpful.